Now, as we started last Sunday, we've been speaking of going to preach on the trumpets, the last 7 trumpets of the Bible. And me and myself, I thought they would break forth just like the seals. But I've noticed on each one of these openings there has been a tremendous thing happen. And as we preached the 7 church ages, they were so perfectly until the Holy Spirit Himself come down among us and vindicated it, and put it upon the papers and throwed it across the nation and showed it in the moon, in the heavens, and proved it to us weeks and months before it happened that just the way it would be, perfectly. Here in the tabernacle He made it known. Here in the time He made it known. On the moon and the sun He made it known. And in the position of the nations at this time He made it known. As the hierarchy of Rome left and went back to Palestine. Supposedly it had been the first pope back since they claimed Peter being the pope. Now, it was so tremendous. Then we see before the 7 seals that hid all the mysteries, me not knowing what I was drawing on the board for the church ages. I never, God knows, just by vision I drawed it, not knowing that God, a year and 6 months later, was going to vindicate it in the skies by the moon and slip it across the national papers. I didn't know that. I didn't know there'd be a mysterious blackout in the moon to represent this Laodicea Age. Now on the papers you only get the 6 ages. It's because the Laodicea church was blacked out completely. And if you notice the spiritual application, as God said it in heaven, when I said it here on earth, I left a little bitty space, as you see, just a teeny little bit of light. That was just before the very elected was to be called from the earth. The reason I placed it on there for the 7th age. But when God put it in the heavens, it was totally blacked out. Means maybe the last one is called from that Laodicea Age. We don't know. There could be a sermon on it. Now, notice again before the 7 seals, which I had no idea it was that way. Here at the tabernacle, He spoke of it and sent me to Tucson, Arizona, telling you all what would happen. And there's man sitting present today who was there to see it happen. Just exactly the way it was told here would happen. 7 angels would come. Then the newspapers packed that, the magazine. Across the nation, mysterious circle of light in the form of a pyramid, just like I drawed it here and showed you. Raised up from where those angels were standing and went 30 miles high and was 27 miles across. Or either 27 miles high and 30 miles across. I forget which it was. And was seen throughout the state. Just up above Tucson, Arizona. Right where it happened. Same time. See, the Bible, God is not just, this is just not someone trying to press something to you, but to reveal to you the very spiritual application of this hour. And then the next message, that opened up the 7 seals, which undone all the hidden mysteries of the Bible, the doctrines and so forth, which the world so rudely attacks nowadays. Attacks it, says it's wrong.